From the RBI monetary policy meet, robust business updates by companies, to Air India stake sale, a lot happened in the week. Hello, I am Sushrut Sundar and you're listening to IND Money's weekly market wrap-up. Let's see the most important developments. On Monday, the Nifty started off the week on a strong note, snapping a 4-day losing streak. Investor sentiment remained upbeat in anticipation of the earnings season and RBI's monetary policy. The index continued its rally on Tuesday, boosted by gains in oil and gas stocks. Services PMI came in at a robust 55.2, indicating expansion in services output. While the number is down from an 18-month high of 56.7 in August, it is still higher than its long-run average. On Wednesday, the Nifty ended with heavy losses. Rising US bond yields, a stronger dollar, and firm crude oil prices weighed on sentiment. Rating agency Moody's upgraded India's sovereign rating outlook to stable from negative. The Nifty resumed its rally on Thursday amid robust business updates by index heavyweights. Reliance Industries announced that the first 7-Eleven outlet will open on Saturday, 7th October. Nifty ended with strong gains on Friday after the RBI decided to keep the repo rate unchanged. For the week, the Nifty gained 2% while the Sensex moved 2.2% higher. Let's look at the top gainers and losers for the week. Tata Motors gained 14% while ONGC rose 10.05%. Cipla was the biggest loser, down 7% for the week. Here are some important highlights. Tata Sons has won the bid for Air India, regaining control of the national carrier after a gap of 68 years. The Tata Group will pay 18,000 crore to acquire Air India from the government. The deal is expected to close by the end of December. As of 31st August, Air India has a total debt of 61,562 crore, out of which Rs 15,300 crore will be taken over by the Tatas as part of the deal. Also, Tatas will not be able to retrench any employee for 1 year. If laid off after 1 year, they will have to be provided with voluntary retirement schemes. Avenue Supermarts and Bajaj Finance announced their Q2 business updates. Both of them have posted strong numbers for the July to September quarter. D-Mart's standalone revenue from operations increased 46% on year. Bajaj Finance has reported a 32.4% on year rise in its deposit book. The Reserve Bank of India decided to keep the repo rate unchanged at 4%. The reverse repo rate also remains unchanged at 3.35%. The RBI has also retained its FY22 GDP outlook forecast at 9.5%. This is in line with what Moody's had projected last week. RBI has forecasted the inflation rate at 5.3% for FY22, within its upper tolerance band of 6%. That's all for this week's market wrap-up. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with more interesting updates next week.